Hello world, today we have Sophie, who is a spiritual healer here in Cambodia. It took us a couple days to find her, but we did. And hello Sophie, how are you?
Hello, you. I'm fine, thank
Good.
you.
Sophie, you're actually a super interesting person. And just like we were talking about before the interview, I am a mental health professional. And I'm very Western oriented, meaning I practice a lot of Western healing. So some cognitive behavioral, I always do an assessment and try to find the issues involved in a person or what's going on. But I know it's completely different in Eastern culture. Um, just to clarify for the audience, are you a shaman?
Some people ask me and tell me I'm shaman, yes, because I can cure some people with spirits, and I can hear sometimes advice, and I can see some things to speak with the people to help them.
Okay. What some people say that you are a shaman because you can speak to them and help them, and but why don't you say that you're a shaman per se?
I don't say I'm a shaman because I don't see a spirit like a shaman can see. You know,
Oh,
when a shaman become a shaman, it's because they can see spirits around us. They can speak with them and they can hear advice for some people. And for this, I'm not. I can't see a spirit around you. I can't see ghosts or something like this. You know, it's why I don't say I'm shaman. I just say I'm healer.
okay. So you don't classify yourself as a shaman, as a healer, because a shaman can almost see the future and see the past,
Hmm.
and they can. One big thing is they can talk to the spirits,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Can you talk to the spirits?
I receive just sometimes advice for people. When I give care, sometimes I receive some picture or some advice for people, but that's all.
Okay. What
It's during care, you know?
during care?
Yeah.
What is the exact definition of a shaman? Just to clarify.
So when a little boy or little girls can speak with a grandmother die and speak about like the people are here, you know, can speak, hello grandmother, how are you? And the spirit can speak with her or with him. Uh, it's a shaman, you know. And after this, the little girl or little boy, the parents take them and go to the shaman and say, can you tell me if is it a future shaman? And the shaman say, okay, she can see spirit, she can speak with spirit. Yes, it's a shaman. So after this, he can develop a lot of um, the third eyes, you know,
Yeah.
can be open more and more, and they can receive a lot of advice. When they are shaman in Cambodia, they start to give consultation. So every day they receive people come to see them and ask if I can be married with these people or not, if it's a good idea to open the shop, if my grandmother who is died can is okay with me, if I pray enough to her, or they can ask a lot of questions. So the little boy or girl, you know, can be a shaman as soon as possible and receive people.
I have so many. I have so many questions. If it's okay. Okay. The first one is you said when they start as a little boy or a girl,
Yes.
and then the parent sees that, for example, they're doing something like they're talking to the spirit,
Mm.
right? Well, um, if where I'm in the Western, the other side of the world, if a little boy or girl does that, they're considered. I don't want to say mentally ill, but there's definitely in a state of psychosis, and they'll label them as a popular one is schizophrenia. They're schizophrenic. What's going on? They're talking to spirits,
Mm.
right? Because part of schizophrenia is the delusion
Yeah.
of delusional thinking, and the westernized world sees it as that. I don't necessarily always see it as that. I'm a student of life, and I want to learn more. Um, do all Cambodians see when a little boy or girl starts doing these type of behaviors, like talking to the spirit? Do they see it as, oh, my son or daughter can be a shaman,
Yeah.
or they take him to like in the West, like in the United States, they'll take him to a doctor?
No,
No.
never. Because in this country and in Asia, we believe in spirit, and we know they are around us, and we can sometimes some people can speak with them. It's really not a problem for everybody, and they believe it. It's not a problem, and if some people can speak with spirit, okay, that's all, and it's normal, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a problem, mentally problem, and the shaman will say, no, your daughter can't see spirits. Is another problem,
Okay.
you know. We can to cure or him, you know. So they make a difference, but at the beginning, it's sure you can see spirit if you can speak with them.
Oh, are there more female or male shamans, or
No.
it's still around the same?
Yeah.
Around
Same.
the same. Okay. When you mentioned that the shaman has a third eye, right? A third eye that gets awakened. Are shamans the only ones that have this third eye? Remember you said the shaman, the kids, they practice.
They practice more and more and can develop a lot of possibility. So at the beginning they just speak with a spirit, and after they can learn how they can cure some people. They can give advice for future. They can protect some people. But for this they need to learn. But sometimes it's spirits guide them, you know. So and sometimes it's other shaman explain them, you know. To protect some people, you need to do this, to pass a soul, you know, a dark soul, stay around you. If you want to put the dark soul in the light, you need to do this or something like this. They need to learn.
And so it's not.
Sorry
Yeah.
for dogs.
Oh no, this is perfect. We're in Cambodia, guys, so this is cool. This is cool because I always do everything in the West, and this is honestly I'm learning as you're talking. And but okay, so the kid practices as the parent takes them in because they're talking to a spirit or there's some sort of sign, and then they go to see a shaman, and they'll say, "Hey, is my kid a shaman?" And I guess the shaman, what do they do to find out if the kid is a shaman? Like what do they do to find out?
They know.
Okay, because they foresee it.
Yeah.
They foresee it. Okay.
Yeah.
With the kid, and once the shaman sees and the kid starts practicing to get better and to develop these skills, these skills,
Gifts.
these gifts, really, these gifts. My question is, let's say if I'm not a shaman, I'm not even, I just found out what a shaman is right now.
Yeah.
But I had an interview the other day, and we were talking about divine powers, and do you think a typical person like me or my friend or can develop this
Yes.
not like a shaman because that, but like
It's possible, We are like. It's possible to open the third eyes and to start to begin to be a shaman.
Oh.
You need to make meditation a lot. You need to ask to be a shaman, to have a contact with the spirit. You need to be very attracted about this and say, I want to be a shaman. I want to open my third eyes. I want to have a conversation with you, my angel, or with guide,
Yeah.
Just you need to ask to have light people, light spirits.
Uh-huh.
Because there is a light spirit and a dark spirit. And if you don't precise, I want just to speak with spirits. You can have a lot of spirits coming to see you and ask you to say something or.
Okay, so there's two types of spirits. There's the light spirits and the dark spirits.
Yeah.
Um, where we're from, and you're from originally from France. There's a lot of priests, right? There's more the Christian religion is very strong, so there's more priests over there, and they're mostly used as spiritual guides over there, in especially America. Then I come to this side of the world, side, and then all of a sudden there's more monks. Now there's shamans, which obviously I haven't met one yet. You're the closest thing, Sophie, and I appreciate this time. What about these or rabbis also in Jerusalem and also in parts of the U.S.? What about these spiritual leaders? Do they also have? Would you consider they have that third eye like a shaman?
Sorry.
Oh no, no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, priests, rabbis, monks.
Yes,
Do they
they
also
can,
have?
yes, they are the third eyes to open or not. Sometimes you can find a monk. If their third eyes open, they can be achar in this country. Achar is a master of ceremony. So they say when some people can get married, like a shaman, and they can say you need to do this or this or this and guide the ceremony. So the name is achar. Okay?
Achar.
Achar. Okay. So for monk, there is some monk very open. You know, they can see spirits. They can. It's the same. But shaman is the people. Sometimes there was monk before, and they leave the pagoda and go to the village, married, and they give consultation.
And you've
like
seen
a shaman. Yes, yeah. Like a shaman or achar, same. So yes, they are the third eyes open, of course.
Now,
some people know, you know, that there is a lot of monk in pagoda. There is one or two people very strong.
Okay. Thank you for all this, by the way, Sophie. If I were to go see a shaman, which I'm gonna see if I can open my. We stay a little longer than Tuesday to see if there's a possibility, because this is something I'm honestly very intrigued with. If I were to see a shaman, what would they use to assess me? Like what you know how if I'm a psychologist, so when someone sees me, I have different assessments that I use depending on some of the things they tell me to see if they're struggling with depression, anxiety. What does a shaman use?
The shaman, if you come to see a shaman, the shaman will show you. So before you came to see her or him, I will say she. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
If she knows you will come, so the day before she will visit you to know who are you.
Really? So
who you are.
But
yes.
she knows
before, because you. Sometimes, if you ask me to go to see her, we will speak about her, and she knows. Because she's very, very strong, so she knows. So before you came to see her, she will go to see you, and she will know what you need, what is the advice she needs to give you.
Okay.
So the day you will present to her, she can say very quickly, you need to go in this place, or you know, you have a problem with your heart, or you need to do this, or she can say this. You arrive, you know, you imagine it's the first time she saw you, but she came before to see you.
Oh, so no, and I appreciate it.
It can be afraid, you know, for some people, but it's okay. It's normal, you know. If you are powerful and you can spirit, you can see spirit, and you can go to see some people, but energetic people and the soul of the people. You can speak with the soul of the people.
Yes.
It's not with you, you know, but it is with the soul. And sometimes the soul say to the shaman, maybe you need to tell him these things because he didn't see anything. So when you come to see the shaman will tell you what your soul would like to tell you, your soul.
Okay. No, and I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Okay. So let's say let's say I tell you I want to see the shaman on Thursday, right? The shaman will come to see me in my dreams or in physical the day before.
In your dream, it's a soul will come to see your soul before you came.
Okay.
Become you come, sorry. Become you come to see her.
Okay.
So she knew you before you come to see her.
Okay. Wow. No,
Yes,
I didn't know. I didn't know. No, but this is amazing information.
Yes.
This is amazing information. Okay.
So sometimes, you know, it's crazy because the night before, sometimes people didn't sleep well, you know, or sometimes they sleep very, very well. And they say, I ask them, you know, before going to see her, and I say, how it was your night? And they say, what you ask me like this? Because it was a very, very strange night. I say, okay, I don't say anything, you know, and after I will say, I see the shaman, I say, you saw him before? Yes, I'm going to see him before, yes, the night. Okay. And I explain to the guy or to the girl, you know.
You know, to me, this sounds so interesting and so real because I respect other forms of healing. My mind is not closed off to that. Although some of the things for my audience, if they hear this, they probably thinking, "Oh, this is absurd. This is absurd, right? Absurd means this is not real. This is not real." And what I would say to them is that it may not be scientifically backed, but that doesn't mean it's not real. Now, this is a real question. I asked you what they would do to like you go to see a doctor, you have a head injury, they put you in a scan. You go to see me, you tell me some of your symptoms. I have certain documents that I use to see what the diagnosis is. But the shaman sees your soul the day before, and it doesn't, and not in the physical, not by looking, but by either by just they're very strong, you're saying, in that third eye, so they can see. Now, when the shaman sees, and then the next day the person goes, what do they do then? I know it depends on the person, but what do they do then? What's what's the treatment they use?
It depends on your problem. Sometimes she give advice. If the person say, I would like to change my life, I would like to go to USA, or I would like to go to this place, can I? And the shaman see the way the person would like to take and say, this way it's okay for you. You can do what you want. This way is not good for you. You will lose a lot of money. This people is not for you. It's not the good one. So it depends on people and the life, you know. And she can give advice. She can say you need to pray your ancestor. It's important to think about your father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. In this place, you know, in Asia, because it's for them it's really, really important. But sometimes she can say this for European people and say, you know, you don't pray to your ancestor, but you need to. Because around you, you have your grandfather, your grandmother, and they are not happy because you don't think about them, you know, often. So please, pray.
1 second, Sophie, this is very interesting. David, what's going on?
Maximum memory reached.
Oh, okay. Is that camera still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, so let that one roll. Okay. Well.
So sometimes, if some people is sick, she can say, you need to drink something, I will prepare for you. So she can give medication with water, she pray the water, you know. and she give the water and say you need to drink this, or she can say you need to burn some stick, incense stick, 7 by day, and you pray Buddha,
So
for
she,
example.
so she does, so or he or she, the shaman. So the shaman, we talked about what assessment or what they used to assess and meeting the soul. So when you go to see them, it depends on the person, and from what they see, they will tell you, okay, this person, let's say for a relationship, oh, this person is going to cost you a lot of money. Oh, this person is going to stop you from seeing your goals, or if you do this, then this will happen, and they can see the future, and that's kind of what makes them a shaman. When they do this, tell me if I'm wrong, but do they go into a different mind state? I read online. And this is why I asked you, Sophie, and I appreciate this. I read online that the shaman almost they go away from the mind state that you and I are talking, and they start going into a mindset where they can communicate with the spirit. Is this how it is?
So you see, she can see a way around, just front of you. She can see the way you had before. She can know the present, and she can see the way just front of you because of your past and your present. Okay, you have a way. But if this way you don't like it, because she said your way is like this. If you don't like it, you can change. You can change every time. If you want to take a door in the left, you can take it. Maybe it will work, okay? And if you want to take a door in the right side, you can do it, and maybe it's be more marvelous, you know? So she can see the way. And if you ask her about your future, she can give you one way. And if you say, yes, but if I want to change my job, or if I want to go in this country, or she will go in your head and for your future in this way. And she can know if it's good or not for you.
Okay.
So sometimes she can give you some advice very precise, and but if you don't want this advice, or if you don't want this future, you can change.
Okay.
Some future you can't change because it's like this is
It's
right
fate.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's the soul decide before coming in the body, decide the way need to go. So sometimes you don't have any
Say or action that you can do
Yeah.
to change.
or if you change, you
Yeah.
need to take this way, and you will take this way. It's your soul asked before some spirit to say, I want to go in this goal. So please, give me give me this way. And if I'm going so another way, please do something to go in this goal. There is some people have the goal very, very big, like a Buddha, like
The Dalai Lama.
yeah, yes, or some Obama, or you
Or
know,
Sadhguru.
yes, a lot of people are the goal very, very strong. So for these people, they don't have choice, you know, it's this way, they need to go to this way. But for a lot of people like us, we have a goal, but sometimes it's just to be happy in this life and to be a shining sun, a little shining sun, and give a lot of love for everybody, and give sometimes advice or help other people. It can be like this, just a little goal, but it's very important for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because when you see or when you met some people very shining, you can take advice and you can take energy and be more confident, and you can go way more comfortable, you know?
And so this is such great information, honestly. The shaman, they work through the transferring of. Can you see the vibrations on people? And because you said you can't see the future like a shaman or
No, I can't see the future.
Oh,
I
you can't?
can't see. No.
No, yeah, you can't. You
No,
can't.
I can't see
That's
the
what I-
future. I just see if the energetic is good or not, where is good and not good, and I can tell you, oh, maybe you have a problem with this or with this. Maybe you need to work on you for this. I can give advice, but I can't see the future.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Sorry, I meant to say can't. Can't see the future, but
Oh, sorry.
can you? No, it's a, thank you for this, Sophie. But can you see energies around people when you meet them? Is it like let's say you're walking down the street and you're going to the supermarket?
No,
No, not
it's
like
closed.
that.
It's
Not
closed.
like
It's
that.
open when I give a care. You know, when I give care, I can see the people and I can I can see energy and the problem, something like this. But when I'm going somewhere, my third eye is closed.
So it has to be in a sacred space.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I need to be in the special, comment dire, special situation.
Okay. David, do you have any other questions for her?
Um, from the little that I've read in the past in regards to shaman spirituality, some of their what's the word? Not practices, but rituals involve ayahuasca. Correct? Could you speak a little bit about how that works, how they use that as a tool to transcend, or what's the purpose behind all of that?
So ayahuasca is a drug, and for me it's not easy to take this because you need to be prepared by the shaman long time before. There is à la mode in this time. So there is some people goes to see shaman and take ayahuasca like this. It's really dangerous. And you need to take this, but after a very big preparation. It's not like this, you know, it's a drug and the shaman need to know if you can do it or not. You need to prepare yourself a long time before.
Because of what you might see, right?
Because in this time there is a lot of people who would like to take ayahuasca and they can go to see shaman, but not real shaman, you know, it's for business now. If you want to take ayahuasca, go to the Amazonia, you know,
Peru.
stay with a shaman during one month, 2 months, or 3 months, and ask you why you want to take an ayahuasca. It's not for nothing. It's not business. It's not fun for fun. You know.
It's for spiritual enlightenment.
Yeah.
You know.
Ayahuasca, you know, you will take out all is not well for you. All. So you will vomit during hours. You will shit during hours, and you will be empty. But it will during hours, you know, and after you will, because it's a drug, you will see your demon, you know, or your fear. So you need to fight with your fear. You need to accept your fear. But it's really, really strong and very.
I can see why it's scary, and I'm not going to act like if I have answers because I have more questions than answers. I will admit that. Now, I don't want to talk about my personal substance use experience, but drugs are a big thing in the U.S. You know, I think we talked about how you go to see a doctor, and it's set up so the doctor sees what's wrong, they give you medication, and then the symptoms stop, right? So if you have diarrhea, here's some medication, you won't have diarrhea anymore, right? But the drugs like ayahuasca or mushrooms, which is one that I have experience with, I don't have any experience with, but when used properly, in a good way, properly,
yes.
drugs are good.
Yes.
Drugs are good, like properly. You know, if you're taking 10 Advils or Tylenols, that's not good. But if you take one because you have a headache, that may be a little bit better. That's good, proper way to use it. But with ayahuasca, you don't recommend anybody just going across the street or calling a shaman and then in 2 days you take the ayahuasca because when you take it, all of your fears will come out, and the stuff inside that maybe you hold on, and you're saying you have to accept that.
Yes, it's you need to prepare your body and your mentally and your spiritual part to this. It's not like a medicine you can take like this.
And
So I'm not recommend to people to go to the some place to we will do ayahuasca. It's dangerous and no sense.
yes.
It's no sense.
Well, have you do you do rituals when you're healing? Do you do rituals, or it's just because you said you're a healer and you need the sacred space to see the energies, to see the present? Do you use any drugs during your rituals? No. Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
It's just to be and just ask to be in communication with my guide, with my angel, with some spirit, but high spirits, light spirits. So just few minutes to take time to ask them to come and if I can cure these people or not.
Yeah.
But I don't take any medication, any drug.
No, and I appreciate this because remember, I come from this is on YouTube.
Yeah.
When you said that the shaman sometimes will ask the person, "Oh, you need to pray to your old ancestor spirit," that's very different when I hear it because I grew up, like I said, in the Christian world, and there you pray to God, you pray to God, but the shaman believes that the people that were once in your life, right, that passed away, they're still watching you. I'm understanding, like their spirit that's still watching you, and you should still pray or try and talk to them. You should, yes.
Yes. When the people die, they stay long time or not around us, and after they go in another body, and some people stay around need to be prayed by people. Think about them. It's really important because sometimes they are lost in the two worlds. They don't go to the light. They don't go to the dark part, but they stay. And they need to be prayed by people who love them.
Okay.
To have more energy to go to the light. It's really important.
So just because someone passes, that doesn't mean they go straight to the light. The people that are alive still have to pray for them so they can have the energies transferred to go to the next world.
Oh, it depends of people. Some people die and go very very fast in the light,
Okay.
and after this go to another body.
Okay.
Reincarnation.
Okay.
And some people, if they die very with accident or very not too easy, they can stay in this life to do something because they don't have finished a goal.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So I saw one spirit like this. Asked me to stay in this earth because she didn't have time to protect a daughter, a sister, little sister. And I discover this one, the reincarnation, the goal to spirit, the spirit, the soul, sorry, the soul have a goal. And so I discovered this with this spirit who came to explain me what happened, But with a medium, she didn't speak with me directly. One medium came to see me, from France, and she was she discovered the Khmer people, but she wanted to see me first, so she came, and there is spirit came to explain her what is happened for her.
Okay.
And because I give a care for this girl, and she died, and so I'm very surprised, and I say, okay, I'm surprised. I don't know what happened because she is going well, care after care. And one time, she died. Okay. And she came with a medium to explain me why she died. She explained me it's a karma. She explained me she come from other body, you know. She was a princess before. She explained me why she will stay like a ghost around the family to help her father, because the father loved her and would like to kill himself after the die, you know. It was so difficult for him. And she said to me, go to see my father and ask him to stay in this earth. He didn't finish his goal in this earth. He need to stay in this earth. Okay, I will tell him. And she said to me, I will stay around my family because I need to protect my little sister. I didn't finish my goal in this earth. So I said, okay. And 100 days before, she will go. She will go, you know?
Okay.
So, in the light.
Wow.
So, this experience was so crazy for me, so strong for me, and explain me what happened after the death, you know? It was directly, you know? The medium didn't know this girl, didn't know the culture, Khmer culture, just said to me, you have somebody who would like to speak with you. I say, okay. The girls died just the morning, you know, so the afternoon she came to speak with me. Wow, it's a crazy, crazy story for me.
Oh, so she had died the same day,
Yeah.
and then she went to see?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that is... And how did she go into the other body? Like, what happened to the other soul that was in that body? You see?
No?
No? Because she died, right?
Yeah.
And then...
It's a soul come to see me. The soul, the spirit.
Oh, the soul. Yes.
Yeah.
You remember, yes, that's my fault. Yes. Thank you for clearing that up.
Sorry. No, it's me.
Okay, now that it's getting dark, so I want to close the interview because there's so rich in information, but what do you think needs to happen? And I want to end it with this if it's okay, Sophie. And I appreciate this so much, but what do you think needs to happen for maybe Eastern and Western healers to unite, and so basically science and the spiritual world to unite and form an alliance to actually help people? What do you think we need to do for that to happen?
I'm sure the spirituality and Western will be fixed together. You can see sometimes in Europe, in Switzerland, in France too, there is some healer in the hospital can help people when they are burnt, you know. You can cut the fire, you know. So now they call some healer to help them. And in Switzerland, there is a healer will be paid by hospital, and it's officially.
Eastern healer, like
yeah, Eastern, yeah.
Yeah.
But like me, you know.
Okay.
You can find some people like me in Western,
Okay.
in Western Occidental. You know, there is some. I met some people like me, but they don't say what they do because it's secret, or some people look at what you are bitch, you are witch. Sorry, not a bitch, witch.
Yeah, witch. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. They're cool. They're cool. Trust me. They're good. Yeah. Just so you know, we don't think you're a witch. Actually, I want to tell you, Sophie, I think that you're an amazing person, and I'm not saying that because of the cameras. We could interview you now if you wanted, but I think you're an amazing person because you're not scared to say what you believe, and I have to be very careful on what I say because obviously I have a scientific audience that follows me. But I don't think what you're doing is fake, and I don't think that you're a witch. I think that you are helping people, and I just wish that there was a way for my side of the world, not my side, but the side I'm from of the world, to and spirituality to come together. And it's obvious from those two examples from France and Switzerland, they're trying to do that. Because I don't know if you know who Andrew Weil is, but he's an author and a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a doctor that quit practicing Western medicine to practice Eastern medicine. And he said that the most important about healing isn't always the medicine or what you believe. It's the person, the healer themselves, if they can have that aura to help somebody else. And you definitely have that. As soon as I saw you, I mean, I felt comfortable. So I want to tell you, thank you for your time and thank you for this interview, okay?
Thank you.
And honestly, away from the camera, Sophie, I really appreciate this because I think it's important for the side of the world that the Western